What's up, Crypto Crew, and welcome back. Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Mite, actively escaping the Matrix, scoping out the crypto ocean. So if you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Into the boat!
Crypto Crew, we will continue to state on this channel, study to show thyself approved as a workman. Yes, we did get what we wanted few days prior to this recording.
In support of our goals, and in light of the shift in the balance of risks, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to lower our policy interest rate by 0.25 percentage point.
And that means, Crypto Crew, continue to do your research on Caspa and the crypto ocean, because at the making of this recording, I believe we are gearing up for the next phase of the bull run, which reminds me of what Casplex's Caspador set on stage at the Kaspa Experience in Berlin, Germany last September the 13th.
What I know is that some big players are well aware of Caspa, with or without marketing. They know the capabilities of Caspa. They know the 10 blocks per second. They know the scalability. They know the security, the trilemma solving, so on and so forth, right? Work speaks for itself. But then you have communities that are spreading the word. Then you have entities such as KEF or others like Kaspa Initiatives or KII, right? That are doing their job in promoting Caspa. At the end of the day, it's just about, in my opinion, timing and patience so the masses can hear about Caspa.
Because no, I'm talking about like a disruptive technology. Let's just say Kaspa, right, is an example of that. It's probably 2 times better than Bitcoin.
Their money.
Right? Their Kaspa coin, right? It's 2 times better than Bitcoin. But is it really worth, right, risking your wealth on something that's only a 2x better, right? That's only twice as better than Bitcoin? Probably not, right? It's not worth it. Some people will think it is, right?
Yeah, and they'll choose to buy it.
Exactly.
And although Da Vinci Jeremy is technically wrong, though he is entitled to his own opinion, the point is big players are watching Caspa, especially since the price per Caspa coin is still under 10 cents at the making of this recording. With the FUD surrounding Cas at this moment, smart contracts launching this month, September 2025, and the looming next phase of the bull run, I personally will continue to remind you to prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Crypto Crew, protect your Kaspa coins and crypto investments. The best way to do it is by self-custody through a cold storage. In our opinion, your best option is the Tangem wallet. Get 10% off using code Crypto Crew. And if you want to get your hands on a Tangem ring, there's an extra 15% off when you use code 15offering. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all.
We're in the end game now.
Crypto Crew, today we'll hear some more from Christian Ludwig, this time his Q&A at the Kaspa Experience in Berlin, Germany.
Most miners, they're in business to make immediate profit and they sell their coins immediately. If someone wants to accumulate, they just buy the asset, and that's usually a better risk reward over time. From what I know, I don't think Marathon, they still have a sizable bag, over 20 million, so they didn't sell everything. They hedged their bets, and they showed the market that they could use a superior asset's value to make up for not great profits on a less superior asset.
The second part was like, are you feared of manipulation and the kind of making paper Casa, buying up with the paper Casa and the normal Casa and kind of dumping it on the market, or maybe?
Yeah, I think, exchanges, Coinbase, Binance, they launch futures, they could short the price, whatever. I only think coins of this stature and market cap can only be manipulated for short periods of time by like a factor of 2% max. So it's a factor, but it's really a non-issue. Miners turn off their miners when they don't see profit in the moment. That happens when there's a high demand of people buying miners, and then price drops. So I actually came to this illusion, and I made a bad decision, and I sold a large amount of Caspa to buy a large amount of miners when the price was 17 cents to 20 cents. Then what happened? The price went down and more people kept buying miners and the difficulty went up. And I actually think there was an over exuberation of people investing in mining, because Jonathan is an OG. He writes research papers that Ethereum was based off of. And then this guy launches a coin. All the original Bitcoin miners who've been around for 10 to 12 years, they all FOMO into mining. Everyone FOMOs into mining. And basically there's too much hash rate to support a certain market cap, especially when the chart skyrockets past $1 billion from zero and just looks vertical. People are going to take the opportunity to short. They're going to take the opportunity to FUD. And the price needs to take a breather at some point, as it has had a very effective breather, and I think is about to start another bull cycle. Yeah, hash rate dips are normal. There were much more severe hash rate dips on Bitcoin, much more severe price dips on Bitcoin, exceeding 50%, which Caspa has nowhere near exceeded. It's how the cookie crumbles. We have over 350 miners and we're profitable. So there was only 1 or 2 weeks where we were not profitable. So yeah, while it's not raining money from the ceiling, it's still viable to support the network. And I think we'd all agree that Caspa and altcoins, especially with the macroeconomic situation of tariffs and no rate cuts, altcoins are like suppressed below the floor right now. And they're about to pop. There's about to be a really large repricing of crypto assets that happens once every 4 years. And when we're all back here next year, you're all going to be high-fiving each other. And the thought of like, oh, security budget, whatever, it's not going to be on your mind. But then in the next bear market, all of this that I talked about is going to come into play. And that's where Caspa is truly going to show its colors and it's going to fly in a proverbial sense versus Bitcoin.
Thank you.
Yeah. There are some strategies that we apply that no one knows about, but if I told you about it, then I want to have my advantage. But there are unique strategies that you can deploy if you know where to look. Obviously, finding cheap power is the best strategy, right? So, people will put their miners in Ethiopia to mine at 4 cents versus 7 cents. That's one way to extract more value, right? But there are other ways as well.
So I saw this chart with the two cubes where Bitcoin has just a little thing filled and Caspa the whole thing. Do you think, due to the fact that Caspa can settle like billions transactions per day, that it could serve as the ether for Caspa-driven peer-to-peer economy and peer-to-peer finance? And to what point could it, and should it be replacing the way we function together as a big society, maybe thinking into virtual kind of communities, virtual, this kind of stuff? Do you know anything about that and any aspirations with Caspa?
Yeah, I think magical things can happen when you mix Satoshi's true product of peer-to-peer electronic cash with the ability to have expression. You're able to have smart contract functionality for anything, and you're able to use the best commodity in the world to transact and use as gas. So for those reasons, it unlocks any type of economy to be ran on Caspa.
Shout out to Christian Ludwig for repping Kaspa. Shout out to CryptoPumps for streaming the first ever Kaspa Experience. And shout out to the Kaspa community. More from the Kaspa Experience to come.
The world demands faster, fairer ways to transfer value. Yet too many blockchains still get slowed down by outdated design. Unlike traditional blockchains that process blocks one by one, Caspa utilizes the Ghost DAG protocol, allowing multiple blocks to be created and confirmed in parallel, reaching speeds of up to 10 blocks per second. Caspa delivers speed, security, and decentralization all together. With instant confirmations and near zero fees, Caspa's built to move value like never before. Caspa is for payments, offering instant, low-fee transfers for anyone, anywhere. Caspa is for business, already used by merchants and retailers for fast and low-fee payments. Caspa is for the future.
Crypto Crew, when it comes to the next phase of this bull run, nobody, I repeat, nobody can predict the future when this will happen. That's why I'll personally continue to state ad nauseum, study the crypto ocean and get ready. Do not focus on the current price per Kaspa coin. If you hold Kaspa, you must know why you're holding it, because this makes it much more bearable during dips like we have seen for the past months on months. And if you are convicted, you may even buy the dip. Walk by faith, not by sight.
Guess you guys aren't ready for that yet.
Now, before we end, quick shout out to our partners, Caleb and Brown. They have been in the crypto game for nearly a decade, guiding investors through the sometimes chaotic waters of this crypto ocean. From trading and securely holding assets like Caspa and Bitcoin to smooth withdrawals with no hidden fees, Caleb and Brown delivers institutional level security with a personal 24/7 touch. So if you want calm, competent support to help steer your next bull run, check out Caleb and Brown in the description. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace, and let's make some crypto waves. Say I.